التسليم على سيدنا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وعملا وفقها في الدين يا رب العالمين وألحقنا بعبادك الصالحين. We come at the end of the book of libas, the book of clothing. Last week we spoke about aging and gray hair. Plucking out gray hairs is like plucking out your nur. Okay, so plucking out gray hair is definitely something which is disliked and something which shouldn't be done. It is a proof for your iman and Islam, and especially on the day of judgment. Then we spoke about the hadith of Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu that is reported in Abu Dawood, Nasa'i, Ibn Hibban and Hakim, that a person should not dye his hair black, absolutely black, pitch black. This is completely prohibited in hadith and it must not be done. A person who does this will not even smell the fragrance of Jannah. So it is a very serious matter. Whereas all other dyes that doesn't resemble the kuffar, this is something extremely important. Nowadays, there's so many fashions and so many trends going on. So therefore, all those other dyes and colors that you can dye your hair and your beard with, you may do so unless it resembles the kuffar. If it resembles the kuffar, then you'll fall into the category of the hadith that we also spoke about, man tashabbaha biqawmin fahuwa minhum. Okay, whoever resembles a nation is from amongst them, is considered from amongst those people. Now we go on to another chapter of wigs, of adding hair extensions and tattoo. Okay, this is a very important topic and we must take guidance from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in every single facet of life. وعن ابن عمر رضي الله تعالى عنهما أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لعن الواصلة والمستوصلة والواشمة والمستوشمة رواه البخاري ومسلم وأبو داود والترمذي والنسائي وابن ماجه. Subhanallah, this hadith is in all the 6 mother books of hadith. Okay, 6 mother books of hadith. It is on the authority of Ibn Umar radiallahu anhuma that Rasulullah cursed the woman who adds false hair, the woman who adds hair, and the woman that is being done upon, the woman that is doing it, yeah, that is adding the hair on. So both of them are cursed. The one that's doing it, as well as the one that is, the one that is applying the hair, and the one that is being done upon. You know, both of them. Wal washimata wal mustawshima, as well as the woman who tattoos, and the one the tattoo is being done for. Okay, both of them are also cursed. Now, curse is not a small matter. Curse, in the definition of the Sharia, is bu'd an rahmatillah, that a person is far away from the rahmah, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we know in our Sharia that the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always overwhelming upon everything else. Okay, so this is extremely a great warning, a severe warning for those that do these two things, tattooing as well as hair extensions. Now, this hair extension, there's a couple of ikhtilafs here. For example, in the Shafi'i school, they say hair extensions of humans, according to all madhabs, is absolutely prohibited. Absolutely prohibited, just like it is not allowed to use the organs of another human. Okay, this goes into another discussion where human organ transplant, is it allowed, is it not allowed? This we leave for muftis. Okay, this we leave for muftis. This is not our job. But with human hair, it is absolutely prohibited in the Hanafi madhab, the Shafi'i madhab, the Maliki madhab, as well as the Hanbali madhab. This is absolutely clear cut, and the hadith is very explicit and general in that sense. Now, animal hair, can it be used? According to the Shafi'i schools, if it's done with the permission of the husband, then it can be used. Okay? The Hanafis, the Malikis, Imam Malik and Imam Tabari, they forbid a woman to add any sort of hair. Any sort of hair. The Malikis are a bit strict on this mas'ala. They take the hadith more literally. Then Imam Layth, he says, only hair is forbidden, meaning only human hair is forbidden. And this is also the opinion of the Hanafis, more or less. Okay? human hair is forbidden, and that which is made from wool or synthetic hair, these add-ons are permissible. These add-ons are permissible specifically for the husband, for a married woman. Okay? Now, the issue with the tattoo, if a person had the tattoo done already before, for example, he was a non-Muslim, or he was a Muslim and he was in Jahiliyyah, he didn't know much, and he was in a period where he went through a time of sin. In this case, it is necessary for him to get the tattoo removed, because according to the Sharia, the ulama, they say the place where the tattoo is done is considered najis, is considered impure. Okay, so it becomes a problematic issue. So the ulama, they say it is necessary, in the commentary they mention that it is necessary to remove the tattoo as long as the limb will not be damaged. As long as the limb is not damaged or paralyzed, the tattoo should be removed. Okay, as long as you don't get cancer or something, for example, in order to remove it. Nowadays, alhamdulillah, there's many type of laser surgeries that a person can go and get their tattoos removed. And if they can, they should. Okay, it will become wajib for him to remove the tattoos. وعن ابن مسعود رضي الله تعالى عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لعن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم الواشمات والمستوشمات والمتنصمات والمتنمصات والمتفلجات للحسن المغيرات خلق الله. Here Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu says that Rasulullah cursed the woman who tattoos and the person it is done upon. So very similar to the last hadith. Then mutanammisat refers to a woman who plucks facial hair. This is specifically regarding the eyebrows. Wal mutanammisat. Wal mutafallijat is referring to, back in the days, the Arabs had a custom. The women would, in order to try to look younger, they would make gaps between the teeth. They will make gaps between the teeth. This was the custom of the Arabs to make them look younger and more beautiful and more attractive. So this is also forbidden. To do this out of, not out of necessity. Okay, to do it out of just pure beauty and pure youth. This is changing, as the hadith says, this is changing the creation of Allah. And this, as we know from the verse of the Quran, is a part of the plot of shaitan. A part of the plot of shaitan is to change the creation of Allah. And nowadays we see it even more clearly. A man is turning into a woman and a woman is turning into a man. So this is even the worst of the worst. So Rasulullah cursed these. What about that? So the person that gets the tattoo done, the person that is doing the tattoo, the person that does the tattoo, the person that plucks the hair from the faces, or the eyebrows here, more specifically, and the person who makes gaps between the teeth. فقالت له امرأة في ذلك فقال ما لي لا ألعن من لعنه رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وفي كتاب الله قال الله تعالى وما آتاكم الرسول فخذوه وما نهاكم عنه فانتهوا رواه البخاري ومسلم وأبو داود والترمذي وابن ماجه. Subhanallah. This hadith is also narrated in all 6 mother books of hadith. So here the lady, she said, why should I not curse the one whom Rasulullah cursed? Why should I not curse the person whom, or the type of people that Rasulullah himself cursed? Here, then she brought out a verse of the Quran, whatever Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came with, accept it, take it. That's the verse of the Quran. And whatever he prohibits you from, stay away from it. Here, if a woman has, for example, hair growing on her upper lip here, like the mustache, or the beard, then it is recommended, mustahab. It is highly recommended for her to take it off. Take it off, pluck it, whatever she must do, wax it, whatever procedures that are there, she must take this off. This is a recommendation from the Sharia. Whereas on the other hand, if she takes out and plucks the eyebrows, which is more common nowadays, she falls inside the prohibition. Unless the eyebrows are so huge that it becomes a monobrow, and it's so huge that she looks abnormal, completely abnormal. In that case, she has the allowance, according to the muftis, that she may trim it to such an extent where it looks normal. Not to shave the whole thing off and put mascara or whatever they put on. This is absolutely haram. وعن ابن عباس رضي الله تعالى عنهما قال لعنت الواصلة والمستوصلة والنامصة والمتنمصة والواشمة والمستوشمة من غير داء رواه أبو داود. Here the hadith is very similar. The person the person who adds hair, meaning human hair here, will explain it that way because the person might think this is synthetic hair. A lot of our shop owners, they sell synthetic hair. Barbers should know the best here. Synthetic hair is allowed. Synthetic hair, according to a majority of the scholars, is allowed. A wig would be allowed. Hair extension that is not made from human hair is allowed. And according to the Shafi'is, animal hair is also allowed if she's married. So without necessity, all these things, which is extraction of eyebrow hair for the man or the woman, not just the woman, for the man and the woman, the person doing it as well as the person being done upon, both of them, hair extensions, hair removal from the eyebrows, as well as tattoo. These three things, all these things have been cursed by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How many hadiths? 1, 2, 3, approximately 4 hadiths that are narrated in all 6 books. Approximately all 6 books. Okay, here we have a narration. I'm going to say this quickly, inshallah. Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, he was giving the khutbah on the mimbar. And he came to Medina and he gave the khutbah on the mimbar. He was the Amirul Mu'mineen at the time. And he came with a bunch of hair, a ball of hair. He came with a ball of hair and he showed, oh, the ulama of Medina, why do you not prohibit this? I heard from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam prohibited adding extensions to the hair. Okay, so this makes it even more clear that he's speaking directly to the ulama, that the ulama, it's their duty to tell the awam, to tell the public that this action is absolutely haram and this action should not take place in society. Rasulullah himself, he prohibited this action. So in one narration it says a ball of hair, in another narration it says قِصَّةً مِّن شَعْرٍ كَانَتْ فِي يَدِ حَارِسِيٍّ. He took a lock of hair. A lock of hair. And another narration, the next narration that comes here, وعن ابن عباس رضي الله عنهما أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم خرج بقصة فقال إن نساء بني إسرائيل كن يجعلن هذا في رؤوسهن فلعن وحرم عليهن المساجد. Subhanallah. So here in this hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came with a ball of hair, and then he said that the women of the Banu Israel were destroyed because of doing these hair extensions and adding these hair onto their hairdos. Okay? And then he said, this is the reason why they were prohibited to come to the masjid. Understand this very well. This is the reason why they were prohibited to come to the masjid. Unfortunately, nowadays, what's happening? Aisha radiallahu anha at that time, Umar radiallahu anhu at that time, what did they do? They said, if Rasulullah was alive in our times, this is not now, this is not 1400 years after. At that time, Rasulullah, yes, at the time of Rasulullah, women were coming in. They were coming in with the correct attire, not with the full face of makeup, okay? Not with the hair out, not with the tight hijabs, not with the see-through burqas, with the designer burqas, Gucci ones. No. Astaghfirullah. At the time of Aisha and Umar ibn Khattab, both great companions, faqih, muftiyah of the ummah, they said if Rasulullah saw what the women are doing, he would have clearly prohibited the women from the masjids. If you don't want to take the fatwa, it's your problem. You're going to cause trouble for yourself. Not to say that women don't deserve education. Women deserve education. Women deserve education. There must be classes inside the masjid specifically for women. Rasulullah gave classes for women specifically on Thursdays, if I remember correctly. In the hadith, he gave specific lessons for women in the presence of other companions, senior companions. Anyway, the point is, education is different from coming to the masjid like men. Allah ordered men to come to the masjid. Rasulullah ordered men to come to the masjid, not women. Women don't attend Jummu'ah. Subhanallah, nowadays you see women are more eager to go to Jummu'ah than the men. Men are not coming to Jummu'ah. We have to open places like this in order for the men to come because it's local. Astaghfirullah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect our women folk, and we must care to protect our own women folk. Otherwise we're going to be in trouble. If you open the doors, who's going to shut the doors? Shaitan, the mind of men and women is dangerous. The more you open the doors, the more dangerous you are putting yourself. You don't put yourself to the lion's mouth, do you? You don't put yourself to the fire, do you? Likewise. These things which Allah tells you to stay away from, stay away from. Women are not, this is not their place. If they're going to beautify themselves in such a way, then this is the reason why the Banu Israel, the women of the Banu Israel were destroyed, as we can see in this hadith. So the women of the Banu Israel were destroyed because of their hairdos that they used to put extensions on and to make their hair look more beautiful than it is. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq to act upon these hadiths and to apply these hadiths. There is a couple of hadiths, but inshallah we'll add these hadith of kuhl, antimony, to the next chapter of foods. Okay? Jazakumullahu khairan. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.